Hello everyone, I'm LordMidas and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 Holy Fury. In the last episode, we basically stood around and were looting our neighbors here while gathering some nice traits on our character, so now we've got all of these 7 virtues on this character, and I really wish that he will become a saint once he dies. And he's pretty close to dying now, so he's 56 years old, which is more or less the life expectancy that our family has. So our father died at 56, his father died at 55, so I think this character is also pretty close to dying now. He's also got cancer, so death is just around the corner now, I would assume. And also that reminds me, I think we should go ahead and seek treatment for our illness, because I don't see the treated icon over here. We will do that right away. And what I've also done between this episode and the last one is that I've given away the Kingdom of Serbia and all the other chiefdoms that I had here, because I don't want him to die and then give them to my sons in all kinds of weird border places. And I've given away the Kingdom of Serbia to my spy master here, who we gave away the chiefdom of Belgrade in the last episode by mistake. So he's got these 2 chiefdoms and the Kingdom of Serbia, which makes sense. Also, it makes sense because he sacrificed some of his body parts here for our sake when he was studying technology in Constantinople. It kind of makes sense that we reward him a little bit by giving him the kingdom here. I feel good about that. Alright, in this episode then we're gonna continue to wait for our threat to go down, loot our neighbors a little bit more, stock up on gold and prestige, etc., develop our capital, and yeah, wait until the threat is down enough that we can go to war again. Let's go ahead and seek treatment for our illness here. Like that. Oh yeah, and I've also went ahead and set aside my concubines because they were getting old, and I've taken some more concubines, and some of these are actually both of them are previously, you know, some noble-ish women, so I got some prestige also by taking them as concubines. I'm also asking someone else to give me a concubine, so that should arrive anytime soon now. Alright, so as long as you know what you're doing, please fix our health. And what did he do? He brought you a concoction made from buckthorn and senna. At first you thought the potion ineffectual, but later the same day you felt a churning in your bowels, which sent you running for the privy. As you howled in anguish, Yevstafi assured you that the foulness was expelled with your feces. Somehow the cancer in our body got out that way. Or some of it, at least. We feel a little bit better. It's good. Alright, there's our concubine. Yet another morning for seclusion and prayer and meditation, definitely. We are 4,000 in piety now, that's really nice. 4,100 now. Alright, how's the looting situation over here? It's going good. And I'm just gonna check if any better chancellor is possible. Nope, our son is currently the chancellor and he's the best one. Alright, the King of Serbia has created a duchy title in here. It's fine. And Poland is bringing a lot of army down here to probably try to get rid of my looters. But I don't think that he will be able to attack us and to get rid of us that easily. Alright, this is looted, so we can go now to Charm. Alright, war camp is finished here. Let's continue to upgrade practice range then. We made very good use of the prestige on this character by upgrading all the buildings in our capital duchy. Alright, and Steward Jeremy is going to build legend over here. And is that ready? In 2 more years, alright. Alright, Marshal High Chief Terentia told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant in his belief that this would improve the military. We will give him a little bit of gold and adopt his ideas to increase the military spread rate. And look at that. Novgorod is prospering, and I think we should be at the highest prosperity level now. Nope, we're still at level 1 prospering. Okay, that's probably because this county was sieged at some point, and that reduced the prospering situation, because I remember we had it on level 2 that is flourishing. Alright, invite to plot. We would like you to back our plot to fabricate a claim on the High Chiefdom of Russkaya. Who's that? Nope, I'm not going to join such a plot. I want that to remain in the hands of my spy master, who deserves it. And apparently the king of Lombardy, whose claim we pressed, has died of great pox at age 53, and his son, who is also iconoclast, has inherited the kingdom. He doesn't like us that much because he wants to be on the council, and apparently he could be a decent-ish marshal, so I think I'm gonna do that and put him on there. Yeah, just to make him like me better, because he's a strong vassal. Oh, look at that. What is that? Bavarian Liberation Revolt. Probably they're attacking France, because France also has some land in Bavaria, but apparently not. Then could it be attacking this guy here? Who are they attacking? He is attacking King of Poland. Okay. Then I definitely do not want to fight him. I want to get my retinues out of his way as soon as possible, like that. Yeah, they can go ahead and siege Poland if they want. That was a close one. I mean, we don't even need to fight these people, and we would have died just by attacking them. Alright, then we can go ahead and loot Pilsen. Alright, Prince Corvulus of Lombardy has usurped the title Grand Principality. Alright, and look at that. Marina, who used to be one of my concubines who had just set aside some time ago, has died. A natural death. She gave us a couple of children. Okay, I would be content with visiting the church every other Sunday, but if I don't show up, the priest scolds me and tells me I should set a better example for my subjects. He will ruin everything. Okay. Alright, our spy master, the King of Serbia, has discovered more technology in Constantinople. That's where he likes to be, I suppose. Yeah, this liberation revolt is probably going to win. I don't mind that, because that makes Poland a little bit weaker, and we can then attack them at some point as well. Let's go and loot Praha then. But just keep an eye here that the liberation revolt does not come to kill my my people. News from China. This is the first event that we've got coming from China here. Rumors of the military might of the Wei Empire is proving to be a forceful diplomatic tool in itself. After what seems like brief negotiations, Khagan Tokhtamis the Despoiler has peacefully agreed to become a tributary state of the Middle Kingdom. Their couriers whisper that they can only hope that the relationship between the Khagan and the Heavenly Emperor be a fruitful one. This is Khagan Tokhtamis the Despoiler of the Arsalan Khaganate, such a long title over there, over here, and he has now become a tributary of China. So be it. Alright, we're finally getting some events about China now. I find it curious that the iconoclast priests are constantly pestering Vsevolod no matter what he promises to do, or no matter how much money he bestows to the iconoclast church. So what should we do? He's our friend, and also our steward. No, he's a steward of Estonia. Alright. I know what Vsevolod could do, and I don't want to do anything to make the priests upset. If you want my advice, then it'll cost you. Well, I think we're just gonna go ahead and say I know what Vsevolod could do. Help him a little bit because he's our friend. And Paramissal has been converted to iconoclast, so we had the Paulician heresy going on here, and they have been finally converted back to iconoclastism. Let's put our Patriarch back. Do we have a better one? Nope. So let's put him back in Aasi. I think that's also a heretic stronghold, Paulician heresy over here. Alright. I have received a letter from my fellow member of the community of St. Basil, Vyacheslav. Dear brother Rodislav, will you, as a Christian scholar you are, please offer me some advice on my poetry, or the attempt of it? Okay, so Again, we're gonna say that I am missing the more comforting aspects of faith because we are kind and gardener like that. We did the same with another person earlier, I believe. Okay, we have fulfilled the ambition to see the realm prosper. Excellent. We've been at peace for quite long now, and we don't have any other ambition available just yet. The community of St. Basil needs some more gold. We will definitely donate to them. I only did my duty, Megalos Kimos. We are charitable like that. I was beginning to think that Vyacheslav took offense to my comments, but today I have received a new draft of his work. Alright, we're gonna think that the community of St. Basil will treasure these words just like before. We like to give stuff to our community. And let's keep upgrading the practice range here. Alright, I'm flattered to think that the community of St. Basil could benefit from my work. I am honored to be surrounded by minds like Vyacheslav. We become close friends. We gave his poetry to the community. Alright, how is the building situation around here? Here we could upgrade the war camp. Let's do that. Yeah, we used this prestige really, really nicely. Another commander has to be appointed. Vyacheslav, chief of Peremysl. King Demetrius the Young, wow, look at that, has usurped the title Kingdom of Pannonia from Count Uturgur of Esztergom. Excellent. Wow, good job, son. So he's my son. I think I'm really happy with what he did. He's become a lunatic, though. But I'm very, very happy to see that he has usurped the kingdom back from this guy, whose father usurped the kingdom from our son some years ago by a faction demand. So what happened now? Let's see. Installed by a faction demand, our son was able to get support of a faction within Pannonia and become the king of Pannonia again in a peaceful way. I'm very proud of him. Excellent job. Alright, how's the situation here? Looted it completely. So I suppose it is time to go back to Freistadt and loot that. A young Sviatoslav is developing a demeanor of natural humility. So we are somehow caring a lot about this bastard son of one of our chiefs here who lives at our court, apparently. So let's try to make him humble. And he becomes humble because we are like that as well. I like it. What's that? Hildebrand the Old has declared Lombard revolt. Alright, there's a revolt going on in Lombardy. And some more tech from Constantinople. Perfect. This is going pretty good. This peacetime is also quite interesting. We get a lot of events and get to live as a ruler for some time within our own realm. My concubine is pregnant, but that can't be right, can it? Of course it can't be, because we are chaste and celibate and honest like that. Definitely we did not make her pregnant, so we will definitely check that out. We have our granddaughter born now, Malfrida. It was born to Milan, our eldest son. Good news. Alright, I have thought it over, and I cannot be the father of my concubine's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping. I must put this matter to rest. We will definitely hire someone to find out. Alright, what was that? Another holy war. Jeremy the Hollow of Tver, over here, has declared a Tverian holy war on High Chief of Novosil for Tver. And Tver will also get us just this single county over here. Well, let's see if he wins. Again, 0 troops on the High Chief of Novosil. So our vassals really like to declare wars on people with 0 troops. The maid I hired to gain my concubine's confidence has not found anything at all suspicious about pregnancy. That's the fault of the maid. We have to hire more spies. I'm going to spend more gold on this. Find out everything about this unfaithful pregnancy going on here. High Chief of Rashka. You have the title Chiefdom of Onogost. Okay. We have a spy master open. Oh, so our spy master died. A natural death. 28th May 856. And I had given his son one of the chiefdoms here, and he has now become the High Chief as well. So one of them has become. And yeah, this guy here, High Chief Nikita of Rashka, he's the brother of the King of Serbia now. Okay, so we have to appoint a new spy master. This is going to be Demid, High Chief of Yatvinga, and he's also going to go back to Constantinople to study technology there. Alright, the spies I hired at great expense to discover anything suspicious about my concubine Lukia and her pregnancy have failed to turn up anything at all. I guess the child must be mine then. I am really not sure of that. I'm pretty sure the child is not mine. We could usurp the Papal States, which I think is a kingdom tier title here. The new de jure kingdom that they've added here, Papal States. But I think I'm not gonna usurp that anytime soon. I'll let the Pope keep it. In the meantime, the King of Lombardy has all of this huge kingdom under him. I'm fine with that, because the stronger vassals I have, the better it is for me. In terms of expansion, a son was born to our concubine, and Vladislav of Bryansk. Here, he has been sleeping seduction focus with our concubine and has produced a son. Woe is me. Alright, he has acted dishonorably towards you, so I'm definitely gonna try to imprison him. And he has been imprisoned perfectly. That's what you get for sleeping with my concubine. And I'm also going to go ahead and imprison my concubine. Perfect. And Vladislav is going to stay in our prison like that. We absolutely do not appreciate any kind of unfaithfulness like that. Worrying reports have reached you regarding your marshal, King Liutpert II of Lombardy. It seems he has been using your soldiers to extort money from the peasantry. Okay. We have to get rid of him from his office then. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to this. Yeah, we are honest like that, so he has forfeited his office. Also gives us a reason to imprison him. But I'm not thinking that's gonna work. We have just a 1% chance of success, so I'm not gonna try that. I'm not gonna put our realm in a huge civil war here. I'm just gonna put another one as marshal. And this is going to be Izyaslav, Chief of Paramizol. Organize raid here. And commander. Because he used to be a commander, I believe. And Liutpert, the King of Lombardy, is going to be a commander instead. Alright, how is the building situation? A blessed has passed. Alright, this is another beatified now. He's not a saint. I've learned that. Alright, he lived a pious life, and yeah, some bishop has beatified him. He was slain by Mayor Sinbald of Asti in personal combat. He was a vassal of the King of Lombardy. Okay. How's the building situation? Almost finished with the practice range. We're going to upgrade that further. And here then we're going to go ahead and upgrade the market town afterwards. Alright, the chiefdom of Easi has also been converted back to iconoclast faith. Our court chaplain is doing a pretty good job here. Let's put him in Galish now. Young Predslava, the sister of Sviatoslav over here, the bastard children of this guy here. I think she is actually, could also be a daughter of the same father, but we don't know the father. The father is unknown here. And she often speaks in reverence of the wise women of old, saying she wants to be like them. Sure, let's try her to become kind. And she became an erudite, that's also fine. Scholarly and bookish disposition. I think we're ready to move our looters over here into Cham. And how is the revolt situation? I don't know if the revolt went through or if it failed. Oh, apparently it did go through. Count Norbert, the Liberator of Passau. He is Catholic. And now we are looting him. Okay. The Monothelite heresy has appeared in the county of Novogrodek. What is that? Novogrodek. Over here. It's another iconoclast heresy. So we will put our court chaplain over there soon. Another host of raiders, but this time I'm just going to dismiss them, I think, because they... Yeah, you see there's another raiding party over here, and they keep disbanding. I don't know why, it's some bug or something. Actually, I'm going to disband that troop and use these ones over here in Lanima. Maybe that works. Let's try it like that. Visiting the monastery at which my order has convened this time, I join my fellow lay members in dutifully performing all tasks required of us. In the evening, after the day's hard work, the abbot gathers all of the visiting lay members and reveals the monastery's great treasure, a great relic that has been safeguarded here for many generations. Alright. Should we try to steal the thing, even though we are honest and content and patient and charitable? But we're also zealous, and we kind of are interested in that relic, and we might want to keep it safe in our court, you know. Let's try to steal it. Image of Edessa. Alright, we'll see if that works. Community of St. Basil is in need of funds. We will definitely donate to charity and do our duty. Alright, having decided that the relic would be much better safeguarded in my own hands. Exactly, that's what we exactly thought. I must now tackle the task of how to liberate it from the confines of the monastery. I can think of a few different paths to take. We can grab it and run. And this is not likely to result in success. And we can bribe the abbot with 300 gold. And pretty much it ensures that it will be succeeded. Okay. We're going to bribe the abbot for 300 gold. I think that's worth the artifact that we might get. Let's see if it works. Young Sviatoslav seems to have a lot of independent opinions and refuses to listen to the priests. Let's try to make him patient. And he becomes patient. Perfect. Alright, my plan went flawlessly. Not a single soul saw or heard me during the night, and it was not ere daybreak that the theft was discovered. Nobody suspects it was I. I am the best. And we have the image of Edessa in our inventory now. And look at that. Quality 3, image of Edessa, a piece of cloth on which the face of Jesus was imprinted. King Abgar of Edessa received it from Christ to cure him of an illness. Quality 3 artifact here, which gives us extra tax modifier, extra monthly prestige and piety and health. It's really, really good. And oh, look at that. So the artifact is kind of, I think, disabled. It won't be active because we have to publicly follow the Christian religion, but cannot publicly follow the iconoclast religion. And I think that makes sense because we are iconoclast and we do not approve of religious figures like that. So we're either going to destroy it or we're going to give this away to some Catholic person. I think it would make sense because we are iconoclast that we destroy decorations and icons, that we go ahead and do something which would make sense of an iconoclast ruler and destroy that artifact. I think we're going to do that. So as he's growing older, I can see that Sviatoslav could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. Nope, we are not going to make any self-sacrifice for someone else's bastard child here in our court. And we're going to go ahead and destroy the iconoclast, the icon that we've got here, because we are iconoclast like that. So destroy the image of Edessa. Forever lost and removed from our treasury. Okay, and there it is. We are doing our business as an iconoclast ruler. Alright, how's the looting situation here? we can go back and loot Passau. I think we're gonna do that. Alright. Troubadour and his wife, the Trobarites, Trobarites, has arrived from Occitania. Their performances range from vulgar satires to political cervantes and everything in between, including songs and poems of courtly love. So, what are we gonna do? They will be paid well, I assure you, or we learn a little bit and gain learning. I'm gonna choose that option. We are sitting at 15 learning now, it's good. Kind of in line with our character here. How's the threat? 48%. We're into the 40s now, finally. The rise of the Shia. Over here in the Muslim, the fools fight among themselves. We don't care about them. Alright, not gonna usurp that. Just gonna wait around. High Chief Demid of Yatvingia has provided me with proof that Patriarch Pavel of Carpathia has been viciously slandering me. How should I use this information? I think I'm going to keep this information to myself because he's a very good patriarch and I want to keep him. And I don't kind of believe that information. Alright, shall we go back to Praha? Yes, I think so. Praha is ready for looting again. Your dedication to religious pursuits has been noticed around the realm. I think it was really cool that we stole that image from the monastery and then destroyed it. You know, fulfilled our role as an iconoclast Christian. That went really well, I think, also in terms of role-playing our religion and character here. So we saw that, okay, the monastery's got an image there, and we don't like that because we're iconoclasts. We stole it, and then we destroyed it. Perfect. Okay, so we have some correspondence with this guy here, and we become close friends with him because he's also religious like us. 4,500 piety almost. And he's living quite long, 60 years old. That's the first ruler in our history that has reached the 60 age limit. Alright, our looter's gonna get wrecked over here. And I think I'm gonna disband them as soon as they're back over there. Just use my retinues over here. Alright, so there it is. Finally. 61 years old. Tsar Rodislav the Holy of Carpathia has passed on. Given up the ghost at age 61, he died of cancer, barely eating anything. Rodislav was known for his weak constitution. Many at court were fearing that his habits would lead him to an untimely demise for years before his death. But I don't think that was an untimely demise. He actually lived the longest of the rulers that we've had. And now Tsar Milan, a renowned man, dignitaries from far and wide will surely bow before him. Long live Tsar Milan. So be it. And I sure do hope that he will become a saint eventually. Let's go ahead and check out our council. We have to appoint a new chancellor now because we used to be the chancellor ourselves. And 13 is not a big number, so I'm going to try and see if I can find a better character that would join my court. 20 here, he is Catholic. And 18, he's iconoclast. I'm going to invite this guy because he will not hate me as the Catholic person. And the rest of the council, alright, Patriarch is really low in learning now, so we have to think of that as well. Maybe I can also invite this guy over. 19 in learning, he's Greek. I think my culture group would be better because that improves the rate at which they convert counties. But then we don't have a good option. So I'm going to keep this patriarch right now, that the one that we've got. All right, what are we going to do as a focus with Milan? I think for beginning, is the trade route running? Yes. So we can't use the business focus just yet. he is pretty good in diplomacy. So I think we're going to start off with a scholarship focus. Actually, go ahead with theology as well. That also gives us +2 learning and health. And write a book with him. Already start writing the book on diplomacy. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and compose a book. Pay 64 gold in that. And it should be about the intricacies of relationships. Yeah, something based on diplomacy. Yeah, that's good. We have to now appoint a designated regent. This is going to be King of Bulgaria, who is also our brother-in-law, I suppose. And commander. A couple of commanders have to be appointed. This guy, Gleb, High Chief of Ryazan, appears to be also a member of some warrior lodge. And the High Chief of Lithuania. Alright, we're gonna pick the ambition. Can we become a paragon of virtue also with this character? Maybe. Or we can see the realm prosper. I think we're gonna start off with seeing the realm prosper. Because I don't think we will be declaring any wars anytime soon. And yeah, this is pretty good. We're all set now. I'm also going to go ahead and join the community of St. Basil. Just like our father. We pay them 16 gold and become Arcarios. And also it's time to take some concubines now. I'm going to take Vasilisa, who used to be also a concubine of my father, but he was celibate, so he didn't really make use of her. But we could. And Vladislava, she's Catholic. And then we're gonna have to ask someone else for a concubine. 20 years old. We will take her. The guy has arrived. Let's make him a chancellor. And that should help to reduce our threat much faster. 45%. Some people left the defensive pact. So let's see how is that looking like right now. Yeah, it's still pretty big. So we'll have to wait. Alright, that's the same girl that our father used to care about a lot, and not gonna make any self-sacrifice for her. She must learn on her own. Marshall has raised some raiders. Okay. I'm gonna dismiss the ones that are spawned over here. And also gonna dismiss them. We don't really need that. So we have a lot of prestige with this character to begin with because I gave him a lot of honorary titles. So let's use that as well to upgrade some buildings. Practice range. In Borovici we can upgrade the war camp. Here also the war camp. Okay. It's looking pretty good. So we now have a new Tsar of Carpathia, Milan. And he's already writing a book on diplomacy, and he has pretty high diplomacy, so he should be loved more or less by the vassals, or at least most of the vassals. These ones are probably just angry because they're not on the council. So we'll fix that as well at some point if they deserve to be on there. And yeah, this has been a good run. Let's set our crown focus in Novgorod. And we will continue from here in the next episode. I'm going to keep waiting for a threat to go down. Thank you very much for joining me for this one. If you liked it, please click thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future updates. And let me know in the comments how you're feeling about this playthrough so far. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.